Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a run to the left. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and he'll head left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he'll set up to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Coverage team brings down the returner. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Hand off to the right side. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up with zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Looking for some space. It's Lacy. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's got it for a big gain. Tackled immediately, but not before he gets the ball inside the 20.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Running back has it on the screen now. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Handoff from the shotgun. Looks like Memphis will have the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense knocking on the door with a first and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. At the 20. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Extra point try coming now. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Punt team making their way on the field. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the ground, it's Lacy. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a shotgun run call. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Defensive backs up with the line, showing press. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he's able to do.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught quickly. Will he score here? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it with the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the Noles pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. Just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. It's an option look. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And the big loss sets them up way behind the 6 for 2nd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Now it's 2nd down here. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And they heave it deep downfield. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Makes the grab. It's Lacey. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll hand it off. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Toppins. And moves the ball to the 35 and another 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. 2nd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. There's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. And the quarterback dropping back. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this deep to begin the 2nd half. Bringing it out, it's Harris. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Memphis. That puts him on top in the 2nd half. And Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, Yeah, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris.
Going for a big play downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now on third and very long, looking to throw. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Running out of time in the pocket. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. The Noles come to the line to run the hurry up. On third down, it's a handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Eludes a tackle. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
On first down, it's play action. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And sack sets up second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Goes down after the catch. That's a solid game, but still not enough for the first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They call the counter run here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Caught over the middle. It's Harris. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Makes a quick catch. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Snags a quick throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock.
Touchdown, Memphis. This offense is still clicking. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And the PAT is good.
Florida State, 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Using his legs here. Fights off a defender.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Brewer. He moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Caught in the flat by the running back. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Quick throw to the left. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more